Yep. Sorry. I'm a bit late, but just because Yuffie, my cat, had to use the litter box and you know the rest. But I'm back. Well, I'm here. はい。みんな元気かな？はい。見える？ Can you see me? はい。let me see. Just say, I'm gonna say hello to the chat. はい。let me have a look. Cooldown's working? Aw, don't worry. You can still watch the archive. Let's see who else is here. Schizoid, you're here. Hi. And Meroy, you're here. Hello. Good. Okay, all the big names. Right. So today, I have a pretty busy day. So I might have to kind of, keep it short. Because I have many things to do after the stream, so I will have to kind of finish a bit early. But anyway, let's see who else is here. Vitaly, konbanwa. Okay, yeah, you fixed the spelling. Good. And I read you're here. All the big names are joining the chat. Digster, you're here. Hello. All right. Okay. Today's notes. Do we have a lot? Let me have a look. It's not too much, I guess. Well, kind of moderate amount. So I'm gonna get started, like now. And let me see. Oh yeah, that's the beginning. Yeah, I've my notes today. And let me just have a. Oh, okay. Let me see. Hitchy's here. Good. All right. So I have to close the chat for a while. So it doesn't mean I'm ignoring, but I'm just more focused on teaching and going through explanations and teaching you by reading the manga together. So and let me see. Yeah, I have to put the chat window away. Sorry, ごめんね. So I'm gonna start now. Hi. Let me see. So that's, you see my kitten Kaito. I'll try to update his picture, but the thing is, like, I try to take a nice picture or pictures of my kitten Kaito. He moves around way too much, and I can't get good photos of him easily. So once I have more cute photos of him, and maybe with Yuffie, I don't know if I can take a photo of them together, because sometimes they're like playing. It's not easy. Anyway, so closing. One sec. Look at this. Yeah, okay. So let's start now. Hi. Today we're gonna start from here, but just let's have a quick recap. Of what happened before. ちょっと待ってね。はい。So, just previously, they are together, trying to study for their upcoming, exams, 中間テスト. And it doesn't look like it's going well. Keeping Nijika busy. And the adults, 3 of them here together, have no clue in what to do to answer these exam questions. Could start. And yeah, Ryo was saying Ryo was studying English, every day, before the exam too. But she only got 3three points in her last exam. And saying she doesn't know why that happened. She's been studying, but she didn't do well in the exam. But she meant she was listening to songs in English while she was sleeping. So it doesn't really mean that she was studying for the exam. Anyway, so let's take a look from here. ちょっと待ってね。はい。We go. So we're gonna go from this panel, comma, to right here. Okay, just gonna go through and we will break the sentences down if it's necessary. Okay? はい、行きます。So this is りょうさん。りょうさん。And this is Nijika-chan. And this is Kita-chan. Okay. I see. 英語喋れる。Queen, Tool, Nirvana. それ海外のバンド名でしょ？いじち先輩、後藤さんも結構やばいんですよ。チーン。ちゃんと全問解いてるのに全部間違ってるんです。量と違って必死に解いた形跡あるのが余計つらい。あ、テスト前は一応ちゃんと勉強はしてるんですけど、ノートもこんな綺麗に取ってあるのに。ああ。Cute. クラスに一人はいる子だ。必死に勉強してるのに要領が悪い子。ギュッ。ぼっちちゃん、もしもの時は私が養うからね。ありがとうございます。Cute. Let's go. Right, so this is again Ryo-san, because it's the continuation of this conversation. So let's see. Yeah, so Ryo-san says 英語喋れるね、英語喋れるQueen, Tool, Nirvana. So, 英語, of course, English. I mean English, the English language, of course. 喋る、ね、喋る、喋る、changed to 喋れる、喋れる potential. Just be careful. 喋る sounds like a Lu verb, but it's actually an exception. So, of course, in my verb conjugation, lesson, video, I've listed some, but that was like enough for like N5. But after that, of course, you have to learn just like a handful, on top of that. And then 喋る is one of them. 喋る to chat, to speak, talk to like friends and things. 喋る. And if you want to know a little bit more about extra exceptions, another one is 減る, 減る, to decrease, something decreases, 減る. And that's another U verb, and it's an exception as well. And another one is 滑る to slip. It's extremely rare to use that, so you don't have to bother, 滑る. So there aren't many, extra kind of, like higher level exceptions, so you don't have to worry too much. But 喋る is pretty important, so it's good to know that it's actually an U verb, okay? Even though it has 得る, it is exception. It's an exception. So 喋る, so we treat this, as an U verb. So 喋る, 喋れる の喋られる。Okay? Don't say 喋られる。喋られる。It's not a real verb. So, 喋れる。Okay? So, you can speak. She says, 英語喋れる。Of course, 英語が喋れる。ね、英語が喋れるばっか is dropped here. Especially when you have, when you have the potential. After the object, we use が。Okay? Most commonly. So, 英語が喋れる。I can speak English, but a が is dropped because it's super like casual. So let's see. And then she says Queen, Tool, Nirvana. I'm sure you recognize these names. Very, very famous, rock, rock bands. So she's just listing, names of, bands. And Nijika-chan says, それ海外のバンド名でしょそれ、referring to Queen, Tool, Nirvana. それ海外のバンド名、ね、海外、ね、海の外、ね、overseas. 海外 So, anything that's outside Japan. So, 海外の、バンド名、ね、バンドの名前、ね、band names. So, それ海外のバンド名でしょSo, these, names are like, pretty much like non-Japanese, band names. So, like international, band names. それ海外のバンド名でしょAnd Kita-chan is shaking and says, いちち先輩、後藤さんも結構やばいんですよ。いちち先輩、of course talking to Nijika-chan. 後藤さんも結構やばいんですよ。ね、後藤さんも、ぼっちちゃんも、ね、結構やばい。ね、結構 quite やばい。So it doesn't look like, Bocchi-chan's exam, result was good. So, maybe that was pretty terrible, huh? 結構やばいんですよ. It's kind of, it's pretty terrible here too. And, zoomed into the exam paper. チーンチーンちゃんと全問解いてるのに全部間違ってるんです。This is sad. ちゃんと全問解いてるのに全部間違ってるんです。ちゃんと properly、ね、全問、ね、全 all 問 questions、ね、全部の問題、ね、全部の問題 in this case questions by exam questions 全問、ね全問、all the questions in the exam in this case 全問解いてるのにね解く、ね、so 問題を解く means 問題を解く is to solve a question. So 解く解いてるね解いてるのに全問を解いているのにso 解く解いている so present continuous state condition so meaning that she has answered to all the questions but she got them wrong. Oh, that's sad. At least maybe one or two should be correct, but oh no. 全問ね解いているのに解いてるのに解いているのに even though ねshe has answered all the questions 全部 all of them 間違ってるんですもうね、間違えるor間違う Okay, this is more like 間違う、It's the same thing ね、間違える間違う is the same to make a mistake so ね、間違う間違うYeah, she's using this one, not this one. Okay. Meaning was it's pretty much the same anyway. So 間違う to make a mistake. 間違う間違ってand ているね state condition. So meaning that ね、全部ね all of them, all the answers 間違ってるね全部間違っているstate condition all of them were wrong 間違ってるんですね間違っているんです all of them are wrong oh no ching oh ching this is like the like a little bell not bell but like more like a singing bowl that we can hit and ring at the funeral. And this is Nijika-chan thinking in her head. And she's thinking, 量と違って必死に解いた形跡あるのが余計つらい。So, you know, Bocchi-chan actually tried to solve, the questions, and then she made some effort, but she got them all wrong. But on the other hand, Ryo-san is a whole another level. So Ryo-san is ほとんど白紙. She didn't even write, much. Maybe just filled a few, answers here and there, but, ほとんど白紙. It's almost like, nothing is written. So these two are very different. Okay. So this is what she's saying here. So, 量と違って必死に解いた形跡あるのが余計つらい. So, earlier I just showed you, Ryo-san's, exam paper. Now, Nijika-chan is comparing, Ryo-san's exam to Bocchi-chan's. And 量と違って from 違う something と違うよしちょっとごめんねよいしょlet me adjust it 見えるかなもうちょっと大きく one sec よいしょ違う、something と違う、different from something Okay, so 量と違う、量と違って it's just a T form. 量と違って will be like different from, she is different from 量 but more like compared to 量必死に解いた形跡あるのが余計つらい必死に解いた形跡Let's take a look at 形跡. 形跡 are these, traces. 形跡。形跡。形跡がある。だから必死に解いた形跡。必死に desperately. But in this case, it's more like, she tried really hard. 必死に解いた from 解く、解く、解く to solve, questions. 必死に解いたね、解く past tense 解いた形跡ね、traces 形跡あるのが形跡があるね、traces がある there are ね traces there's evidence that she actually tried really hard to answer the questions あるのがあることが、余計つらいよいしょね、余計yoke is something extra, something that's not necessary, but here in this case means yoke tsurai combined. So yoke tsurai, even more tsurai. It's more like painful. It's even more like, terrible to see. Yoke tsurai. Of course, like motto tsurai is fine too. 余計辛い in this case もっと辛いね、it's more painful ね to see this because Bocchi ちゃん actually tried her best to answer but she got them all wrong but Ryo-san on the other hand didn't even answer so different 全然違うねはい。And let's see what Bocchiちゃん says テスト前は一応ちゃんと勉強はしてるんですけどテスト前はねテスト exams 前はね before before the exams は一応ちゃんと勉強はしてるんですけど一応this word changes the meaning pretty much every time depending on what it is so there's actually no equivalent translation to 一応 so you have to kind of read what this is about and then think about okay what this is doing here so ちゃんとね properly 勉強はしてるちゃんと勉強はしてるね一応ちゃんと勉強はしてるんですけどねそう勉強する勉強する and here 勉強はしてる it just changes the nuance I like I do study I do study before the exams just adding more like emphasis and changing the nuance because she's actually studying and she answers exam questions but she still gets them wrong right so that's a problem isn't it oh so テスト前は一応ちゃんと勉強はしてるんですけどね勉強はしてるね if you don't know if you get confused just get rid of this 勉強してる一応ちゃんと勉強してるんですけど勉強してるpresent continuous 勉強してるんですけどbut she here she's talking about like the state a condition like before the exams so she was kind of ready to take the exam 勉強はしてるんですけどand also she's talking about like this is what she does normally before exams she studies before exams that's what she's trying to say here 一応ちゃんと勉強はしているんですけどね like I do study or I am studying before exams. 一応 So in this case, it's adding more emphasis. Because 一応勉強してる。I actually do study. There's no translation. And yeah, meaning keeps changing depending on what it is. So it's kind of pointless to even learn, oh, 一応 means this, because it's going to be wrong, when it's used again. So, you got to read what the context is about. But in this case, yeah. 一応ちゃんと勉強してる。She wants to add more emphasis. And also it works really well with 一応ちゃんと勉強はしてる. So adding that, little nuance to it. Like, yeah, I keep myself busy studying, before exams. But however, I get this. And Kita-chan is like, きたちゃん surprise ノートもこんな綺麗に取ってあるのに So it doesn't mean that Bocchi-chan is lazy. Bocchi actually well she's actually pretty hardworking. She takes notes and 綺麗に取ってあるher notes are very beautiful and neat, tidy. ノートもこんな綺麗に取ってある。unchanged condition 取ってあるのに describing what it is 取ってあるのになんでね why does it happen? And then Nijika-chan takes it to the extreme. クラスに一人はいる子だ。必死に勉強してるのに要領が悪い子。クラスに一人はいる。クラスに、in a class 一人、one person はいる to be いる子。So she is someone who is in a class and then she describes what kind of student or a girl or person she's talking about. So yeah, this kind of girl, there's at least one person. There's at least one person who is like this. She says that, and then she, Nijika-chan explains what kind of person it is. So 必死に勉強してるのに要領が悪い。必死に we had 必死に earlier 必死に勉強してる。必死に勉強してるのに So even though, she is studying really, really hard のに、even though she's studying really hard してるのに要領が悪い。要領が悪い。要領。要領 has a few different meanings, and the main thing is we use this 要領 a lot, the point of something, but in this case 要領が悪い is from the second meaning, the hang of something, getting the hang of something, getting the knack of something. So 要領がいい 要領がいい someone who is clever, someone who can kind of learn quickly, and understand how things works, quickly, and someone who's super efficient. But on the other hand, 要領が悪い要領が悪い is the opposite of that. So, someone who's clumsy, impractical, someone just can't do things right. 要領が悪い必死に勉強してるのに要領が悪い子。So someone, who studies really, really hard, but, but end up being like super clumsy, inefficient, impractical, and she wants to say not smart in this case. クラスに一人はいるよね。That kind of person, exists. At least one per class. Cute. Nijika-chan is holding Bocchi-chan tight. Cute. And then Nijika-chan says, Bocchi-chan, もしもの時は私が養うからね。That's nice. Bocchi-chan, もしもの時。ね、もしもの時 normally talks about like emergency, but in this case, it's not really about emergency, but if in case something happens, if something goes wrong, she wants to say like, if, Bocchi-chan, can't get a job in the future, or if she's kind of hopeless in the future, in that case もしもの時は私が養う。養う。Oh dear. ね、養う。But it's actually a funny word. We don't really say it this way, but it's just like, it's supposed to be comedy, so 私が養う。養うね to raise or to nurture as well, to support somebody, by like feeding, by providing, for them. 養う。養う is like, when you adopt like a kitten or something, that's 養う. But we don't really use this word very often, but she's just like, making it sound a bit funny. 私が養うね。I'll provide for you ね。I will look after you. I'll take you in. Oh, cute. 養うからね。養うから大丈夫だよ。It's not written here. It's okay. Don't worry about it. No, Bocchi-chan is actually thanking. ありがとうございます。Thank you so much. Cute. Let's see. And Kita-chan talking to Bocchi-chan, and we'll go from this panel, comma, to the ダメな大人たち here. ちょっと待ってね。よいしょ。I need a sip. ちょっと待って、お茶が欲しい。はい。北ちゃん says 諦めないで頑張りましょう。後藤さんはどこが苦手？それがわからないです。後藤さん、学年変わっても先輩なんて呼ばなくていいからね。秒で諦めた。そもそもバンドマンに学歴って必要なのかしら。必要ないわよね。よし、私も先輩と後藤さんと一緒に学校を辞めます。正気に戻って。そうだよ。全然必要ない。現に勉強できてなくてもちゃんと生活できてるし。キャッキャッ。そうそう、学校なんてやめましょう。毎日が夏休みですよ。ダメな大人たちは黙ってて。I love it. Cute. So, Kita-chan, trying to help Bocchi-chan. And it says, 諦めないで頑張りましょう。諦める。よいしょ、ちょっと待ってね。諦める。諦める is to give up. 諦める、諦めない、ないネガティブ。ないで、 諦めないで、ね、ネガティブないで、without、ね、without giving up、諦めないで頑張りましょう、ね、頑張る、ね、to try hard 頑張る頑張ります頑張りましょう volitional but polite、ね、もうね let's try our best、ね、without giving up so positive 優しい、後藤さんはどこが苦手のsomething が苦手 being bad at something、something that they don't like either、so 後藤さんはどこが苦手、which parts、ね、are you not good at? So she's asking like what kind of things she wants to work on. And Bocchi-chan says, それがわからないです。She's not even aware of her weaknesses and like what to work on. That's great. Oh my gosh. そうそれがわからない。何がわからないどこが苦手かわからない。So I don't understand what I'm not good at. Or which parts like I don't understand. I don't know what I don't understand. That's what it is. 北ちゃん、says 後藤さん学年変わっても先輩なんて呼ばなくていいからね。後藤さん、talking to Bocchiちゃん、学年変わっても、ね、学年が変わる、ね、学年、school year, so like 1年生、2年生、3年生、学年、and something が変わる、something changes、not 変える but this is 変わる、something changes、in transitive、学年が変わる、So ね、学年が is dropped here. So 学年が変わってもeven if our school years are different, meaning Bocchi-chan might have to repeat, 1年生 the first year, and then 北ちゃん might go to the next grade. That's what she's talking about. 後藤さん、学年変わっても先輩なんて呼ばなくていいからね。学年が変わっても our school years are different or changed. 先輩なんて呼ばなくていい。先輩なんて呼ばなくていい。なくていい。Don't have to. 呼ぶ、to call somebody. 呼ぶ、negative 呼ばない。呼ばない。呼ばなくて、なくていい。You don't have to. You don't have to call me. 先輩。先輩なんて呼ばなくていい。なんてit's more like such as, but like just adding more emphasis. You don't even have to do this, okay? 先輩なんで you don't really need to call me a 先輩、先輩なんて呼ばなくていい。So even if she goes to 2年生the second year, and she might remain in 1年生 the first year, Kita-chan's saying like you don't have to call me senpai, even though going to the second year she will be a senpai technically, but like you don't have to call me senpai, okay? Oh, and Nijika-chan says, 秒で諦めた。ね、秒で、ね、秒 like once, you know, 秒、1秒、2秒、3秒、ね、second or seconds. And 秒で、like instantly, you know, immediately, 秒で、and 諦めた。We had 諦める earlier. Let's see. ね、諦めると give up. Where did it go? あった。はい。ね、諦める。諦めた past tense ね she gave up 北ちゃんね gave up like immediately you know just earlier like oh you know she wanted to help Bocchiちゃん and immediately she just quit 秒で諦めたYep. If she doesn't know what she needs to work on, like how can we help, you know? Cute. ここ。はい。北ちゃん。そもそもバンドマンに学歴って必要なのかしらそもそもバンドマンに学歴って必要なのかしらよいしょ。そもそも。よいしょ。そもそも。In the first place or fundamentally. Like, you know, そもそも, you know, basically is also fine too. You know, a lot of translations could fit. そもそも, fundamentally. よいしょ。バンドマンに、バンドマンね、band man but talking about like musicians in a band そもそもバンドマンに学歴って必要なのかしら、ね、学歴学 in this case you know like 学校or think about education 歴 from 歴史履歴 you know 履歴 we had 履歴in my 猫集めvideo so education history academic history or background 学歴学歴so 学歴 will show like you know which schools you know you went to and what certificates you got and things like that I mean from these schools is it a degree is it a PhD you know 学歴学歴って、ね、学歴は必要、ね、something が必要 something is necessary something is needed ね、学歴って必要なのかしらI wonder 学歴I wonder if ね、学歴academic you know history background is necessary you know for or to you know musicians in a band 必要ないわよね必要ない、ね、必要がない It's not necessary ないわよね It's very feminine、ね、It's not necessary right よしAlright 私も先輩と後藤さんと一緒に学校を辞めますOh dear そう私もね、I'll also 先輩と両先輩とねサンバリーと、後藤さんとねぼっちちゃんと、一緒に together ね with these you know 学校を辞めますね学校を辞める to quit school ね I'll quit school ね with you know ぼっちちゃんand 先輩and にじかちゃん yells 正気に戻って正気ね sanity ね正気に戻るね戻る to go back return and 正気に戻る、ね、come back to your senses 正気に戻って and it doesn't help because of these two きくりきくり、represents here そうだよ that's right I mean that's right そうだよ to you know like what 北ちゃん was saying not to にじかちゃん、そうだよ that's right 全然必要ないof course 全然、of course 学歴学歴は必要ないね、education you know background academic background is not needed you don't need that at all 全然現に勉強できてなくてもちゃんと生活できてるしoh happy life 現に actually like in fact in reality 現に勉強できなくても現に勉強できなくてもちゃんと生活できてるtalking about these two 現に、実際に、actually、in real life is also fine so ね実際に勉強できなくても、勉強ができる、ね、to、do well at school、talking about like being smart、勉強できない、ね、to do badly at school so like not smart、so 勉強できなくても勉強できない勉強できなくても even though 勉強できなくてもね even though we are not smart、so they do you know of course they used to do terribly at school、they didn't do well、you know at school、勉強できなくても、though we are not smart ちゃんと生活できてるthis one seriously she has to go to like you know Nijika's of course Seika's house to take a bath and stuff though because she doesn't have a bathroom or shower or like a bath she has a toilet ちゃんと properly 生活できてるし、生活する生活ね life you know your everyday life 生活ね生活するね to live or to make a living、this is not for like really surviving but this is more like you know living、your day-to-day life 生活するちゃんと生活、ね、する、potential 生活できる、生活できる生活できているね、so present continuous of、生活できる so talking about the state that you know they can you know they can manage living ちゃんと生活できてるしね、we can live、properly、not this one though、できてるし、ね、できてるし必要ないよね、できてるし、ね、so we can live like this, you know, even though we're not smart. So 全然必要ない。できてるし、全然必要ないよ。ね、in education is not necessary. That's what she's saying. Describing that, you know, they're like, you know, having fun. PA さん also agrees、そうそう学校なんてやめましょうそうそう、ね、That's right 学校なんてやめましょう ね、just なんて adding more emphasis ね。such a thing like 学校、やめましょう。やめるって quit やめましょう。ね。let's quit やめましょう。ね、quit your school。毎日が夏休みですよ。ね、毎日が夏休み。Every day is a summer holiday. 夏休みですよ。Don't influence. And Nijikaちゃん says, ダメな大人たちは黙ってて。ダメな大人たち。ね、ダメな大人たち talking about these two. ね、ダメな大人。In this case, it's more like useless or irresponsible or good for nothing adults. ダメな大人。ダメな大人たちは黙ってて。黙る。ね、to be quiet, to shut up. 黙る。黙る。黙っている、ている state ですね。黙っている、so being quiet ですね。so 黙っている、it's a state. So, and then just changed this いる to いて、黙っていて、of course, い is dropped. This is omitted. 黙ってて。small, yeah, again, this one is a casual request. Normally, like if it's polite, 黙っていてください. But, ください is not there because like she's speaking more casually. Okay? 黙ってて. Can you just shut up? So cute. Aww. Wow. So cute though. Oh. Let's see. Let me have a sip. ちょっと待ってね。喉が渇いた。おいしい。So let's go from... Okay, I'll read from here to to this panel or comma. And let's take it from there. ちょっと待ってね。北ちゃん is doing something here. ツートントントンツートンツーツートントン。何？北ちゃんどうしたの？じゃあもう私がモールス信号で後藤さんに答えを教えます。先輩も覚えて、りょう先輩に教えてあげてください。何言ってんの？ツートン、ツートン、トントン、ツー。はい、後藤さんも。ドドッ、ドドッ、ドドッ、ツダダダ。あ、ツートン。トントントン。ツダダダダダダダダダ。トゥルルルルルルルルルルデレレレスケベトン。じゃーん。北ちゃん？もしかして私よりドラムの才能ある？Oh my gosh. What are they doing? Oh, so funny. Okay. So, 北ちゃん says ツートントントンツートンツーツー。何？北ちゃんどうしたの？ What happened to 北ちゃん？ She explains what she's doing here. So, じゃあ then もう私がモールス信号で後藤さんに答えを教えます。モールス信号 Who does that? Oh my god. Morse code. That's actually more difficult than like answering exam questions. Why don't they just study properly? モールス信号。 Morse code. もう私がモールス信号で後藤さんに答えを教えますね私がね愛がねモールス信号 Morse code でねで this day is like by using something ね using Morse code 後藤さんにto 後藤さん、後藤さんに答えね、答えを教えます。答えを教えます。ね、答え、ね、answers、from 答える、ね、答える、ね、to answer or reply to somebody、答え、is a noun、よいしょ後藤さんに、答え教えます。答えを教えます。ね、教える in this case to tell、後藤さんに答えを教えます。I don't know if you've noticed it has two objects. This is indirect object and this is the direct object. Because 教える to teach somebody something, you know, or teach something to somebody. So 後藤さんに答えを教えます。I teach. I tell. In this case, tell, teach. 教える the same word. So 答えを教えます。答えを教えます。答え answers を教えます。I'll tell. Answers. 答えを教える。ね、direct object. That's the actual thing she's, telling. And 後藤さん in this case is the indirect object because, she's telling the answer to 後藤さん. She's the recipient. 後藤さん、ぼっちちゃん is the recipient of 答え。じゃあ、ね、then more. In this case, this more is more like a frustration more. Like, it's enough. Kind of more. It doesn't mean already. This more is like out of like frustration. More! 私がモールス信号で後藤さんに答えを教えます。Takes more time to learn. 先輩も覚えて、りょう先輩に教えてあげてください。先輩も覚えて、of course、ニジカ先輩ね、イジチ先輩も覚えて、覚える to learn or memorize。先輩も覚えて、りょう先輩に教えてあげてください。先輩ね、だからニジカちゃん also も覚えてね、learn of course モールス信号ね、Morse code and りょう先輩にりょう先輩に教えてあげてくださいね、りょう先輩に of course 答えを教えるね、答え answers を教えてあげてくださいね、手あげる gifting verb Do that for her, please. 何言ってんの What are you talking about? ニジカちゃん。そう。ツートン、トントン、ツー。Two tone. Two in this case is the kind of the dash, the long note. Ton is the dot, so like the short, note. Two ton, ton ton, two. はい、後藤さんも。two ton. ね、ドドドドドドドドドド。It's the sound of Kita-chan like hitting a table. Don don don. And she goes crazy. Skibidon. Jan. Skibidon is included here. You don't need to know this, but this is like more like a musical term. in Japanese. Not many people understand this, but maybe a fellow drummer or musician might understand. Skebedon it's describing the sound of the drums. Su is for like the snare drum, and skebe, ke and be is for like toms. Like high tom, low tom, and dong will be the bass drum. If you understand what I'm saying, if you play the drums, you understand. You'll be like, you know, that sound, you know, the little fill, drum fill. That's what it is. Skebe dong. じゃーん北ちゃんもしかして私よりドラムの才能あるSo this is the sound of Kita-chan, you know, hitting the table. And Nijika-chan is wondering, Kita-chan, もしかして私よりドラムの才能あるもしかしてね、possibly ね、perhaps or could it be? 北ちゃん、私よりドラムの才能ある。ね、ドラムの drums の才能ね、talent ドラムの才能ね、the talent in the drums、才能ある、才能がある、ね、才能がある means talented. Is she like is she more talented than me? Is she maybe like a talented drummer than me? And she's just wondering, もしかしてね、could it be? Or possibly, you know, she might be better. She might be a better drummer. Is she more talented? Cute. And Nijika-chan snaps here. So I'm gonna go from here to to this panel. Let's go. じゃなくてもうみんな真面目にやってよりょうはこのままじゃ留年しちゃうんだよ一緒に進級したくないの私とりょうの仲ってその程度だったのめんどくさい彼女かよ帰るりょう今のは怒ったわけじゃなくて家の机じゃないと全く頭に入らないから勉強しに帰るはよ帰れOkay, so here Nijika explodes here じゃなくて That's not it because you know earlier you know Kita-chan was like hitting the table you know trying to send you know Morse code じゃなくて That's not it yeah. more again frustration more you know that's what I was talking about here more it doesn't mean already もうみんな真面目にやってよShe's the only you know person who is 真面目 serious 真面目 we had a 真面目 before serious diligent 真面目に it's an adverb so you know more seriously もうみんな真面目にやってよ真面目にやってやってよdo everyone do it more seriously please I had enough she snapped and she gets emotional here りょうはこのままじゃ留年しちゃうんだよ一緒に進級したくないのりょうはこのまま unchanged condition このままじゃ、ね、if it stays like this このまま、ね、in the current condition じゃ、ね、じゃあでは、ねif it stays like this 留年しちゃうんだよ留年 we had a 留年 before to repeat the same school year 留年する right here. From the last episode, 留年する to repeat the same year again. 留年する、このままじゃ留年する留年しちゃうしてしまう、ね、she will unfortunately repeat another year if nothing changes, if it stays like this. だよ with the emphasis. しちゃうんだよ like so she's just telling this is what it is, this is the situation, okay? 一緒に together 進級したくないの、ね、進級するちょっとねよいしょ to go up 進級する、level up basically to go to or move up to the next grade、進級する一緒に進級したくないの、ね、進級する進級したい Thai form したい wanna go to the next grade、ね、進級したいしたくない negative、ね、you don't wanna move up to the next grade with me 私と寮の中ってその程度だったのね、私と of course talking about にじかちゃんね、私と寮の中ね中仲 as in like 仲がいい we had 仲がいい、仲がいい will be like being good friends, so 仲 in this case like friendship relationship、私と寮の中ってその程度ねその程度だったの、ね、程度 degree level、ね、その程度そのくらい is fine too、ね、そのくらいだったのその程度だったの、ね、私と寮の中ね、私と寮の中 in this case let's say friendship、ね、friendship between you and I で just replace it with what その程度だったの、ね、that much meaning that maybe寮さん doesn't want to study and then go to the next grade with Nijika-chan and that's how it seems 私と寮の中ってその程度だったの like you don't want to go to the next grade together、so that's it like our we are not tight enough、and 聖火お姉ちゃん says めんどくさい彼女かよexactly ねめんどくさいねめんどくさい、annoying troublesome、pain the ねめんどくさい彼女かよね彼女ね girlfriend it could be she but in this case it's more like a girlfriend めんどくさい彼女かよねね Are you an annoying girlfriend? Or you sound like more like you sound like an annoying girlfriend. And Ryo-san just says, 帰る I'm going home. すくねすく just the sound of Ryo-san just standing up quietly. すく and Nijika-chan's crying. Oh. あ、Ryo今のは怒ったわけじゃなくてね今のは talking about this all this ね this and what she said basically 今のは今言ったことは things I just said now or earlier 今のは怒ったわけじゃなくてね、怒ったわけじゃない。怒る、of course 怒る to get angry, but 怒ったわけじゃない。So it doesn't mean that I go angry. ね、so it's not that I go angry. ね、I didn't say this, out of anger. That's what Nijika-chan's saying. And Ryo-san actually, didn't care. And she says, 家の机じゃないと全く頭に入らないから勉強しに帰る。キリッWhy is she here? Oh gosh. ね、家の机ね、desk。家の机じゃないと、ね、if it's not ね、the desk at home、じゃないと、ね、conditional。ね、if it's not ね、the desk at home 全く頭に入らない。ね、全く same as 全然 in this case 全く of course 勉強が頭に入らない、ね、頭に入らない勉強が頭に入らない、ね、頭 head に入る enter、勉強が頭に入る but 入らない、ね、basically she's saying like I can't study at all I can't study at all. I can't learn anything at all. If I'm not at the desk at home. Too late. So 勉強しに帰る。ね、勉強しに帰る。ね、マスステムに帰る。Just a variation of マスステムに来る、行く、so on and so forth. And so 帰る go home to do this. I'm going home to study. Kitty is like when she kind of looks cool. Like, Kitty, はよ帰れはよ帰れ is from はよ帰れ早く帰れ Nowadays it's 早く帰れ Go home now Go home immediately はよはよ帰れねはよ帰れねはよ or はよ is still kind of used in different dialects too. Especially in Kyushu, we still say はよ like はよ来てyeah, in the same meaning, like 早く but like ねはよせんね it's like 早くして like do it quickly. Sometimes like my mom used to tell me はよせんねSo like it's not completely disappeared. This is pretty old-fashioned, but like in some dialects, in some like regional areas, they still use a hayo, especially in the West. I don't hear a lot of like people in the East saying this, but especially people living in the West part of Japan, they still understand hayo, hayo, ne. Same as like Ohayo. Yeah, that's where it comes from. Ohayo. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Because hayo, is pretty old. So anyway, that's that. I gotta go. One sec. ちょっと待ってね。お茶。Oh my god. So funny. ちょっと。Oh my gosh. Who thinks about these things? And the thing is, like, this wasn't even included in the anime. It's hilarious. They cut it all out. They didn't even include, like, these exam things. Kikuri, being here. They didn't even include any of these. It's hilarious, though. And fans will love this, fan service. Anyway, so ちょっと待って。Is going to the chat. Checking the chat for the last time before I go. And I have to go. ちょっと待ってね。Let me have a look. I'm looking at the chat. ちょっと待ってね。Cunning Stuns, you joined later. And Cunning Stuns not working. I hope you are having a good day. Falkions, hi. You came late. Zaito, you're here. Gabrielle, in here from Brazil, right? Thank you for checking me out again. And, 学校なんてやめましょう would have gone over well with my parents. 学校なんてやめましょう. You can't say such a thing in Japan. You know, because, oh my gosh, parents in general take, education so seriously. And of course, like the society and everything, so you can't say such a thing in Japan. That's why it's funny. Like, oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, so brave. スケベノントイレット。Let's see. Let's see. Somebody had to do it. I took one for the team. Let me see. Ohio, the world capital of saying hello. Right. Right. As Aito says, thanks for the stream. You're welcome. 私はイカです。says こんばんは。はい、こんばんは。イカなの？You're イカ？let me see. Dev Potable says fun dropping in again. Always learning something new. Oh, great to hear. Thank you for stopping by, Dev. And right, I know it's kind of short today, but this is like how I can manage my schedule this weekend. So at least I made it though. I made it, to the stream. I'm insanely busy, but I didn't miss it. Anyway, but thank you so much. ね。And Cunningston says, お疲れ様でした。メリクリ。メリクリ。Yeah, I guess this will be the last one before the Christmas day, I guess. Yeah, normally like I have another stream, but since I've reduced it to once a week, and I hope you guys have a good time over the Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you celebrate or you don't celebrate. It doesn't matter. I hope you have a nice festive, time, season, period. And yeah, I hope you get what you wanted, and I hope you give something nice and share happiness with people. And don't forget to smile to strangers. Alright. ちょっと待ってね。Skizai says thanks. You're welcome. Zaito says bye bye. Merai says thank you for the nice stream. ありがとうね。It's okay. ありがとうね。Shifuru says お疲れ様でした。ありがとうね。So I've got to go. I know it's a bit short today, but I hope you had a good time. And I have a good rest of the weekend. じゃあまたね。ありがとうね。Mary says happy holidays indeed. はい。じゃあまたね。ありがとう。Gabrielle says have a good Christmas. Yeah, same to you. じゃあまたね。